Hello everybody, it looks like we are live. We are at Sapsucker Woods. I should show you what I recorded just after I shut things down. Remember, we were looking at snow geese, so, from where I was, I shut down and then I drove right away. But I kept an eye on things as best I could. And a short while, just minutes later, from another location, I happened to see a big takeoff. Now, I didn't record it well because, I had trees in the way and I was far away and everything, but I'll show it to you anyway. You might enjoy it. I won't necessarily show all of it to you. Hold on. Just missed the massive takeoff. All of them seem to be in the air. And unfortunately, I don't have a good view of the water from here. Oh, the first flock, the smaller flock, is not in the air from what I can tell. Oh, they're taking off too. My goodness. I wish I were back where we were. Actually, I think Dean's Cove would be great, where we were originally. Well, maybe not, now that I think about it. Just don't have a clear view from here. That is a huge flock. They're probably closer now than they had been before. For me, just an amazing sight to see. I just wish I could have seen that better than I did. It's that's the sort of thing I love to show and share with everybody, because it's just quite a sight. It really is. Anyway, we're here at Sapsucker. Let me button things up and see if we can maybe take a walk. The sun is shining. I've seen a few Canada geese here. I've heard a chickadee or two. And that's, I think, about it so far. We'll have a walk, we'll see what we can see, and if there's time, we'll head to the campus afterwards. Okay? Okay. Be right around. Welcome to Sapsucker Woods. That sun might be a problem for us if it's in our eyes or something, but it's a beautiful day here, really. Come on, wire, get out of the way. There we go. We may have just a very quick walk here today. I don't know if we'll see anything or not, but we'll give it a try. It's cold. I think I saw last 28 degrees. And, although that can be mild, depending on the time of year. I mean, if it's January, 28 is like, oh, not too bad. But right now it feels cold. A couple chickadees here. One just flew by, and the other, I'm not sure where it is. Just saw a couple mourning doves. Someone just flew up to like the building. Oh, maybe on top of the roof? I can't see from, I'm not going to be able to see from here. Whatever flew up there, it probably landed on the roof. I believe I just heard a tufted titmouse. And what am I seeing in this tree over here? I hear the titmouse still. Whoever was in that tree just flew away. Who's making that noise? Oh, shoot. I think that was a downy woodpecker at one of the feeders. I should have looked in there more closely. There's a titmouse and a house finch. And I'm not sure what that is. Oh, a house finch, I think, right there. Both house finches, left and right. Male's on the right. I believe that's a female on the left. And hearing mourning doves fly around. The sound of their wings is fairly distinctive. Someone was just at the bottom of the feeder and then flew away. That looks like a titmouse. That is a mourning dove here. And I just heard a white-breasted nuthatch. Now what is over here? This looks like, oh, it looks like a hooded merganser. Hey baby, female. Hopefully they'll stay there. By the time we get there, maybe we'll have a good view. Oh, wait, are there two there? Looks like a male and female. If we're lucky, they'll still be around there when we get to that area. I could go there right now, but I'm not going to. I don't want to hurry all the way over there. If we're lucky, they'll be there and give us a better view. I'd love to have a good view of one. My concern is that they're skittish. And they may not want to stay there if we're standing there on the trail. We'll see. Maybe. The trail underneath my feet is a little crunchy, meaning it feels like there's water that got into it and then froze, so it's just a little crusty. Thank you. Things are frozen here, or at least have a layer of ice on top. May not be solid. Excuse me. It's a pretty day here, but it is cold. We've been here during colder weather, but it's cold. I'm not sure what I'm hearing. Sounded like squirrels, I think. Either that or possibly some vocalizations from a red-bellied woodpecker, but I'm betting on squirrel right now. Not hearing it at all now. You never know what you're going to hear. Right now I'm hearing these leaves. It almost sounds like I'm walking on snow, but you can see there's essentially no snow on the trail. But like I said, it's kind of crunchy. likely the result of some precipitation of some sort getting in there and then freezing. We had milder weather in the general area up until a couple days ago, well, up until Wednesday, and then since Thursday it's been a lot colder. I hear somebody tapping. Not sure where. I see a squirrel up there too. I don't know if that's a squirrel nest, but I saw the squirrel go to it. Maybe I shouldn't call it a nest, but I don't know if it's going to be a place for the squirrel to spend the winter. That's what I really mean. Squirrel's back out. I'm going to move on. Not much going on here in the woods. We haven't heard much anywhere. There was some activity near the feeding garden and the water, but here in the woods it's been quiet. I guess in many ways it's been a quiet day, even though the weather hasn't been bad. Sometimes you come out on a rainy or snowy day and you expect things to be quiet. But today has been dry. I hear a pileated woodpecker. Sounds like it's coming from that direction. It's not close though. We're going to keep going. I don't hear as well on a day like today. I'm wearing a hat that covers my ears, so I don't hear quite as well as I would. The hat does make a difference. Sounds like it's in that direction. Sometimes it can be very hard to determine the direction from which a sound is coming. And my only suggestion is, if the sound is repeated, like the call of the pileated just now, try to look in the general direction where you believe it is. And then as the sound continues, turn your head a little bit and see if the sound continues to, seem to be emanating from, that one direction, whatever the direction is. And turn your head back and forth, and it can help you. It can help you determine the direction of the sound. Assuming it's not bouncing off of trees or buildings or something like that. Now, if it's just like a single call, a single quick, chip note or something like that, you can't really. That's much more difficult to do because the sound isn't maintained. But if it's continuing, just turn your head back and forth, and that'll help you determine the direction from which the sound is coming, because by turning your head, you can just tell where it's, how it sounds stronger from the actual direction rather than, from the side, either side of it. I have to admit, I'm not doing a good job of, let's say, looking for some of the birds. I think, like of a brown creeper, for instance. Could one be on a tree trunk? It's always possible. I think I hear a Canada goose or two. I did see, I went inside the lab, I did see 5 Canada geese, so there were Canada geese here already, and you can hear some now, 1 or 2 vocalizing. What do I see? I think I see, are they mallards on the water? No, I think so. Let me see if we can get a look at it, frightening them. I don't want to bother them. No way we can walk quietly. Oh, look at mallards. Hi, mallards. I'm not going to walk any closer to the water. I don't want to disturb them if I can avoid it. I've been lucky the last, several days or more. In my view from home, there's some water, and it finally has cleared up in terms of vegetation. And, it's getting worse each year, how it gets choked out. I mean, and it used to be I could see the water there, through the warmer months. And now it gets so choked with some kind of vegetation that I can no longer see it until it dies off. But anyway, it has cleared up a bit, and there's still some areas that are choked. It used to be that they would at least be clear for, the the colder months, but that's no longer the case by the looks of things. But anyway, there's a a stretch of it that is clear of vegetation, and for the last several days I've been lucky to have a nice look at mallards, and quite a few of them in the water. And today at first light I could just see them down there. The mallards were already there. I wasn't even sure when I first looked with just the naked eye if there was any ice-free water there, and there was. And it's like almost like having my own little duck pond. It'll freeze over soon enough, and then in the spring it'll be clear for a bit, and then it'll get all filled in with vegetation again. Okay, I don't know if I want to get much closer or not. I don't think so. The mallards are right there, and I don't want to bother them. Let me just take a quick look with binoculars. I don't believe there's anything else. We're going to back away and continue on the walk. Sometimes, every once in a while, the birds will be in a place where, because I don't want to disturb them, well, that changes my plans, and I can't do maybe what I would want to do or would otherwise do. For instance, go to at the Charlie Harper bench and the Sherwood platform back there. I would go close to the water and take a look around, but with those mallards there, they're just preening and everything. I'd rather not disturb them. That's why sometimes we'll be walking and I'll see a robin on the trail and I'll wait until it leaves the trail before I continue on. I may have just heard the chip note of a song sparrow. And I'm hearing a Canada goose. Sounds like it's in the air coming in, or at least flying by. Might be hearing a chickadee also, I'm not sure. We're going to keep moving. And there's still light. It's still not dark yet, so unless we happen to see something that makes us wait a while, I think we'll be going to the campus with at least a decent amount of time to look around. Maybe we'll have luck. I haven't had luck lately finding Big Red or Arthur. Now, Thanksgiving Day, the weather was not great, but I had hoped, given the amount of time we spent on the campus, that I would have found them, but I just didn't see them anywhere. Maybe they were in, trees or something. Just kind of hunkered down a bit. I don't know. Now, earlier, you could see over here there were two hooded mergansers. I don't see them. I don't see them now. Well, maybe I. Wait, do I? Yeah, I do. They're not very close, but. So that's a female there, and that's a male. Boy. See, now, if I had the other equipment, you could get a better look. But they're getting a little bit farther away. And a couple Canada geese are in the back. Oh no. There. So those are hooded mergansers. You know, we saw very briefly, I should have maybe shown them to you better, we saw common mergansers earlier today while up at Montezuma. And they're larger than hooded. I love it when the water is smooth and reflective here. This is not a clear, sharp look that I would get with the other camera, but we'll do what we can. So then those are hooded mergansers. The male is on the right, the female is on the left. Good to see them. I'm going to move on. I wish they had been closer, but I had been concerned that they would kind of move away if we were here on the trail. And I don't know if they moved away because of us or if they were just headed that way anyway. I'll take another look at them. We're a little closer now. Not much, but. Just heard a downy woodpecker. I don't believe I've ever had a really honest to goodness close-up look at hooded mergansers. And I would like one. I mean, with the other camera on the scope, I would like that one of these days. Gotta be in the right place at the right time, I guess. And you know, most of our travels don't get us good looks at hooded mergansers. They're always pretty far away for whatever reason. I guess I could hurry to the car, try to get the scope and camera, and then head back over here, and hopefully they'd still be there. But I want to spend some time on the campus, so we're going to do that. It's tempting to take the scope and give that a try. I wouldn't mind, quite honestly. Hearing chickadees, but we're just going to head to the campus. I'd love to see Big Red and or Arthur also. The fuller wetlands aren't maybe completely solid, but they're fairly well coated with ice. We're going to keep going. I'm still thinking about it. I'm still thinking about getting a scope and camera and trying to go have a look at the hooded mergansers. Maybe we should try. I don't know what you all think. Not that we normally put things to a vote or anything. You know what? We're going to try it. I want to see if we can have a better look at the hooded mergansers, if you don't mind. Gotta sit you down. Maybe a bad idea. I don't know. Never know. But we're going to try it. Disconnected. we're gonna go try to see the hooded merganser. Give me a moment, would you please? Hopefully you're still with me. Okay, I don't know if you're on board or not, to be honest with you. You guys are talking about something else. Alright, let's do our best to see the hooded mergansers. Hopefully they're still there and within reasonably good view. I don't have another battery with me, I just have this one, and that's in the camera. It's not that hooded mergansers are a rarity for me in terms of seeing them. I just don't ordinarily get to see them very well, that's all. And like I said, I've wanted to get a good close look at them, and we just never seem to have a good opportunity. Excuse me. I haven't seen any in the water that I have in my view from home, but in prior years I have seen them. You know, sometimes over a period of days I'd see them regularly, but so far it's been just mallards this year, or this season I should say. Again, I'm not even sure they're going to be within view. I can only hope. I still see them. They're not too far away. And maybe with a scope we'll get a decent view. But they're swimming away. So are the Canada geese that were right near the shore a minute ago. Shoot, they're swimming away. Where are they? There they are. Oh, come on, Ferris, don't do that. Hold on. I have to adjust my tripod a bit. Problem is we have vegetation in the way. Trees that are in my way here. Oh, come on, glove. Hold on. Trying to give you a good look if I can. My tripod's out of balance. Didn't have time to really set up. No, you're not getting any closer. It might be closer on the other side of, well, if we were in the lab, we would have a decent view. this a little differently for a moment or two, and then we'll go to the car. That's what I should have done all along. Tripod's still out of balance. You might say so. Well, it makes a difference. I hear the pileated again. I think they're beautiful. Wish they were closer, but they're beautiful. Oh, they're gorgeous. Got branches now starting to get in my way, but they are beautiful. Was this worth it? I think it was. Best thing we've seen all day, I think. We'll move on to the campus soon enough, but out of the way, you. I could move and get to another clearing area, but I think that might actually have them swimming away, and I don't want to do that. Try to get one or two more looks from this location, and then we're going to move on. I've got vegetation in the way. That's the problem. Is this any better? I don't know. Where are they? Oh, they're there. Where'd they go? Okay, I think they're swimming farther away now. Alright, we're gonna... Bye, geese. The geese just took off. And I think we're gonna head to the car. That wasn't bad. I'm happy with that. Oops. Could have been better, could have been worse. Well, the geese just disrupted the water. It's not smooth anymore. So we're gonna just head right to the car. But like I said, that could have... Oh, they may have left. I think I may have just heard them leaving. Oh, gotta put my gloves on. My hand. Oh, oh my goodness. There's a heron right here. color's all messed up. Hold on. Colors are all messed up somehow. I don't know why. Go ahead. Thank you. Oh, I hear geese, and maybe a lot of them. I don't know. I can't see them, but I hear them. It sounds like quite a... Oh, the heron is here on the trail. What you doing? Somehow I messed up the colors on my camera. Sorry about that. Okay, we're gonna get going. It seems the geese continued on. 1 second here. Okay, we've got to get to the car, and maybe we'll have some time on the campus. I'll bet the geese come back here, but I don't know. Now I hear them. I don't know. Did not expect to see a great blue heron. It's the first heron of the day. Only heron of the day. And I don't think I'm going to see another one today. I don't know about you, I thought that was worth it. It costs us some time on the campus, but that was probably the best look at hooded mergansers I've ever had. It wasn't perfect, but it was probably the best I've had, and I enjoyed it. Some birds just took off. The morning dove to my left. And another one to my right. Must be just morning doves, I guess. You know, I'm sure there are times when I decide to go to one place or another, and maybe some of the viewers would prefer that I go elsewhere. I try to make the tour as interesting as possible. And you never know if the decisions I make are the right ones. Again, I don't know what happened to the colors on my camera. All of a sudden they were messed up. I don't know what I did with my clumsy gloved hands. But we'll deal with that, or I'll deal with it later. Right now, I need to get everything in the car and get underway. So, if you'll give me a moment. I'll be with you as quickly as I can. We'll be on our way in a minute. My hands are cold. Like I said, I have no idea if you thought that was worthwhile or not. I know we don't see hooded mergansers every time on the tour. We see them often enough, but we have yet to have a really good look at them. And I was glad to get the looks that we just did. Weren't perfect, but I like them. Let's go. Bye, Samson. Thanks again. A lot better than it was on Thursday. I didn't expect to see the great blue heron. That was a welcome bonus. I don't know how long it had been there. I just didn't see it. And it didn't seem to be too worried about me. Winter storm warning. I guess we have some nasty stuff coming. Now, I haven't checked the forecast in a little while, but, well, actually since maybe last night. But what I had read was that, you know, the troublesome weather wouldn't come until well into tonight. So I wasn't concerned if, you know, assuming I would have a tour today, I wasn't concerned with my own driving back afterwards. But maybe things have changed. I don't know. Whatever the case, I intend to be careful on the way home, regardless. Now, we don't have much time. The sky still looks light, but as you can see, cars have their lights on. My lights are on. And down here, closer to ground level, the trees look dark. So glad that it didn't just come straight to the car. I was going to, and then I thought, you know, maybe we can get a look at those mergansers, and I'm glad we did. I liked seeing them on the peaceful, smooth water. Things were kind of shaky, partly because of my tripod, partly because of my own incompetence, but still, I was glad we had the looks that we did. And they weren't super close-ups, but they were good close looks. Certainly better than when we first saw it. Come on, Light, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Nice signal there, Hyundai. Christmas, and I can understand. You see Christmas commercials, or you see commercials for items that don't normally advertise on television, but they only do it this time of year. Canada geese on the golf course. I am nominating for worst commercial of the season, at least to this point. There's a commercial for Chanel No. 5. It has someone looking into like a crystal ball or something like that, and you can tell the voice is dubbed over, and it's just terrible. Closed the campus is. Definitely things, buildings were all closed on Thursday, Thanksgiving Day. Today, I don't know if they've reopened. It's possible, but still, I don't expect to see all that much traffic in terms of people or pedestrians. Although, as I drive by some of these buildings, I see people inside. But many people are likely still away. Maybe they'll be traveling to arrive here, return tomorrow. The semester is nearly over. Today's the 30th. They've got, maybe, I don't know, a couple weeks, 2-3 weeks of classes, and then then they've got exams. And they'll probably finish everything up by, I don't know, 20th, 21st, 22nd, depending on, I don't know what their schedule is, but somewhere around there they'll finish before Christmas. Here. good chance I won't see anybody today either. Who knows? My luck has not been good on the campus lately. Of course, most of my times on the campus have been like this, late in the day, without much time to find them. But Thursday was disappointing, even though the weather was bad. I just would have hoped to have seen them somewhere. Just thinking of, someone might be critical if they just take a look at the university and say, how can you be spending so much time and money and effort on building new buildings, yet you've got all these roads that are really bumpy and in poor shape? And, that on the surface makes sense. But, the reason why that sort of thing happens is because, well, not always, but I'm sure there are times when, buildings are built partly because someone gives a grant or gives a major gift to the university that allows the building of such a building. I don't think anybody ever gives a grant or major gift to fix the potholes and other bumps in the road. And I was just thinking, if I ever have a huge amount of money and I want to give a gift to the university, maybe I'll do it for the bumps and the potholes. But every single place where there's one that lasts, let's say, that's been around for 5 years, that they fix and make, into smooth pavement, there should be a sign. This is the Ferris Akel Memorial, patch. Something like that. So they would be all over the university's roads. And I think more people would see those than see the, the big building here or there. Don't see myself giving millions of dollars, but never know, I could win the lottery. Unsurprisingly, no one on Bradfield, but I thought I'd check. feeling we're going to strike out again today. By the way, the music I played on Thursday that had YouTube blocking because of a copyright claim by the the owner of the music was "My Little Town" by Simon and Garfunkel. Maybe it was revenge because while listening to the song that day, I said it was kind of stupid because the lyrics are kind of bad, actually. So maybe that was the revenge of the label. No matter, we won't be playing that song anymore. I might even delete it from my own library altogether. I just checked, just happened to see, I guess you're talking about the roads here on the campus. If you're talking about the roads, all the roads within the university's boundaries, they're up to the university to maintain. It's not like, I don't think you would see, any of the crews, not the municipality's responsibility anyway, so whatever they do, I mean, they do it separately. It's up to Cornell to take care of its own roads. What those boundaries are, I'm not sure. Like, for instance, we just looked at Route 366. I don't believe it's owned by Cornell University. I could be wrong, though. I know Cornell has properties on both sides of it. Doesn't mean they own the road, though. Sorry about that. So we're about to go on to Route 366. Again, I may be wrong. I don't believe Cornell owns it. I rather doubt that they do. That it does, I should say. But it's always possible it is. Getting to the point that even if we find somebody in the dark, and we would have a hard time seeing Hawk. Just saw a bird. It looked like a starling or maybe a robin. disappointing again this week. So we're gonna close up after this song, I think. Would have loved to have seen more today. I see a bird in the air. Hold on 1 second. Probably a duck. No, we don't want to hear this. We are done for the day, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Some areas were definitely disappointing. I mean, we got through Wildlife Drive really in like record time. There was nothing there. Not much anyway. Well, we'll try again. Now we may not go to Wildlife Drive again until April because of you know, it's scheduled to close at the end of the day today. But who knows? Maybe they'll keep it open. But I would still like to head in that general direction because we saw a lot last winter. So as the schedule permits, maybe we'll head up there again. Again, I'd like to remind you, I don't know about next week. Not yet. It might be difficult. But it might be possible. It depends on how things go. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed today. I have. I had been looking forward to it since Thursday, really. And I'd have to say, for me, the highlight of the day was probably the Hooded Mergansers near the end of the day. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I see maybe not a hawk, but I think I see a peregrine falcon. We'll take a quick look at it because it's on Bradfield. Somebody's up there on Bradfield. Okay. Oh, I hate touch screens. Okay, give me a moment, and we'll see if we can take a look at what is probably a peregrine falcon. Where are you? Okay, hold on a second here. Is that a peregrine falcon? I don't know. I think so. It's hard for me. Well, on my little screen it doesn't look quite right, but... Now, with the naked eye, I can see that there's something up there. And, you know, taking it, well, with binoculars, I can't see it all that much better, to be honest with you. But anyway, we're out of time. Not quite out of birds. There's a bird right there, but we're out of time. And it's time for me to head home. Everyone, I wish you all a very good night, and we will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.